Ladies and gentlemen, hey, Richmond Comic Con finally here. Here goes my poster and all my projects exhibited. Nice and neat. The door just opened and I am slowly going to continue putting some more prices on these. Okay, you can see everything looks incredible. And so on. I will continue to get footage as I go. I also have toys. It's very overwhelming, to say the least, to be a participant of a Comic-Con as a vendor. Here goes my big buddy, my friend. What's going on, Mr. Smith William? And since most of y'all been wondering, who is Chombo Santos or Chombo, Customs. Here it is. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm glad to meet you. Finally show face on one of my YouTube videos. So, we're going to keep creating together. And hopefully, I have a successful day here at the Richmond Comic Con. So, with that being said, I'll be hollering at y'all later, okay? Peace. Ladies and gentlemen, the Comic Con here in Richmond is full blown. A lot of cosplayers. I haven't really had the opportunity to go around, take other people's booth. However, I've been very busy. Action figures right now currently is what's selling. They've been appreciating my art. However, I have yet to sell one, but I know that sometime today somebody will come through and break the ice. So with that being said, okay, I'll keep enjoying myself here and minding my boots, so I'll holler at you guys later. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the New York City Man Cave. Back from the Richmond Comic Con, the footage I just showed you. Anyhow, don't forget to also follow my Instagram, @LChumbo_NYC, because that is the place to be. So, tonight, we're gonna talk a little bit about my lessons learned at the Richmond Comic Con this past weekend as a first-time vendor at one of these great events, although it's considered a small con. But Richmond, is relatively a big city, a college town and so on. But it was still a great turnout. So before I continue, all right, happy Halloween to everybody. Unfortunately in my neighborhood, kids don't come around, so I won't be handing out any candy, but I am going to have a well-deserved drink because it's been crazy long 2 weeks, I want to say. My son got married, I did the Comic-Con, and now we're getting ready to jump into the holiday because November starts tomorrow. So salute, everyone. Oh wow, that was good. Anyhow, back to the Comic-Con. So as a first-time vendor, what did I learn? Well, for one, merchandise is the big hit. Action figures and so on. People are always looking for those. And I want to say that most of my earnings on that day were through the action figures that I sold. And I'm glad I took enough because, the dioramas looked great. And believe me, folks were giving me so many accolades and I met so many people. I shook hands with folks. I had a lot of people asking me questions as how do I do this and how do I do that? Why, I was basically giving them information on how to create dioramas and so on. It was more like a museum, so to speak. People were just going through and taking pictures and looking at the details. And although this is a small con, the prices that I had on my dioramas actually included the action figures. And if you think about it, a lot of folks actually purchase action figures at a relatively, high cost at retail price sometimes, or in some cases, and here I have these great pieces of art, with lots of details and, great looking figures, and, and they're not willing to pay the amount of money for the art, although there are figures included. I just can't understand that concept. I will sell $100 worth of figures sometimes. Perhaps with 2 figures, I will make $100, but I would have a diorama for 150 or 200 that would have basically about 4 figures on the project, plus the project and lights and so on. And, I just couldn't figure out why is it that folks see that price tag and and they get discouraged in purchasing the product, so, maybe next time I'll just take a jar and ask for donations rather than trying to sell the diorama, you know what I mean? But, it was still a great time, I really met a lot of folks. I had one YouTube follower, Onassis, I believe his name is. I'm going to post his link below for his YouTube channel. He has less than 100 subscribers, so check him out, and perhaps if you like his content, go ahead and subscribe as well. So I will be participating again in December. It is a 1-day Comic-Con, December the 8th, but this time I will take less dioramas and more projects. More action figures. Now, one thing for sure, my business card went out like hotcakes, and many folks were very interested in my work, and were looking forward to link up with me and perhaps ask for a commission and so on. So who knows? Maybe being at the Comic-Con, that exposure that I have for 2 days, put my name out there within the toy community or in the Comic-Con community here in the Richmond area. So enough about that. Comic-Con's over. End of October, and if you can see, I have a whole bunch, of project foam in front of me, covering the items that I have. So let's see what's behind each one of them. So let's go with the first one. Let's see what my haul for the entire month of October. And let me tell you one thing. These are not all the items, okay? Some of them are still somewhere boxed up. So let's see. Door number 1, what do we have? Okay, we have the McFarlane Commando Spawn. This piece, I got it this week, and I'm gonna hold on to it. Perhaps maybe someday I'll decide to do a diorama with Angela, before she became Marvel or Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll probably pair these guys up together. So let's put this guy to the side. He's a magnificent piece, don't you think? By the way, post in the comments below what you think of each one of these items in my haul. Let's go on door number 2. Oh, great. These are the Microplayer Retro Arcade play sets, okay? I purchased 2 of these, the Pac-Man and the Galaga. So these are great. I still have not opened them, and who knows, I may just keep them sealed, and they might just become some Christmas present for the grandkids. Who knows? Okay, so let's put these to the side. Retail price for these about $40. I think less than that, about $30 retail price. Okay, now let's go behind. Let me push this to the side. Door number 3. Okay. Black Series Moloch. Now this joint, I picked them up about a week and a half ago at Target. I should have waited till they had that 25% off this week, which, I missed out on that. But I did get one item, which is a part of this haul. So, pretty dope figure, from the movie Solo, had a brief appearance in the movie. Door number 3, or 4 rather. Now this is the Clayface New Multiverse Wave. I picked this up about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. I think I posted it on my Instagram. It's got Two-Face, Batgirl, Martian Manhunter, Jessica Cruz. Some of these figures I'm really not too familiar with. But, Superman, and of course, makeup Clayface, and he looks dope. I can't wait to put this guy together. So, pretty good, decent. They're coming up in the DC multiverse action figures. I still haven't cracked them open. I haven't seen anybody review these yet. I think hopefully they have enough articulation for posing and toy photography. On door number 5, I also purchased these almost 2 weeks now. The Aquaman Wave. This toy is dope. I've seen a couple of reviews online. Orm, the actual Aquaman. We have Mera, and these all make up this figure right there, which I didn't even know what the name is. Let's see what the name of that figure is. Well, it doesn't matter. Anyhow, that's the Build-A-Figure. It says Trench Warrior. Okay. Anyhow, let's go ahead and put these back. Oh, by the way, these action figures look incredible. The details on all of these are spectacular. The colors, oh my goodness. So, moving on. I think this is door number 6. Oh man, I picked this guy up at FYE. I missed out on him on this Marvel Select Abomination at the Baltimore Comic Con. There was only one, and by the time I got to it, this guy pulled it right in front of my face, and he was going for $30 at the con. And this thing is beast, humongous, and weighs a ton. Woo! I don't even think I'm going to crack him open. Anyway, let's place him back there. Door number 7. Now, not too long ago, I found the Green Goblin at my local Walgreens, and it had a piece for the Sandman Build-A-Figure. So I said, who knows? Perhaps I'll probably start running into the other Marvel Legend figures to complete that wave. And slowly, I've been running into them. So I have the Marvel's Jackal. I have, of course, the Green Goblin. I picked them up a while ago. Look at this, Spider-Man $20.99. Ain't that sweet? And I had this guy not too long ago, but I passed on him, the Spider-Man UK, Start to create that Spider-Verse. Shocker. All right, this one right here is a trade that I did for, I believe, a Colossus figure. So this came in the mail. I'm so happy for that, Mr. Doc Ock. And today, going for the 25% off at GameStop, I picked me up an Archangel, and he is beautiful. I can't wait to crack this guy open up, and I've seen plenty of reviews on it and a lot of toy photography, so I'm not even going to go there. All right, and finally, for NECA, if you notice, I have a little bit of everything. McFarlane, Black Series, Multiverse, Marvel Legend, Marvel Select. Now we got some NECA items. This beautiful Terminator. Look at that. Terminator 1, the Precinct Assault. He is so dope. Oh my God. Yes, indeed. Yes, he's going back there. I picked this one today at Target, or yesterday rather, at 25% off with the coupon. Okay, a lot of folks already picked this up. Okay. Neat. Friday the 13th Part 5, A New Beginning. This came in the mail a few weeks ago. Another Predator accessory pack. This great for diorama building and put it next to your favorite Predator. And speaking of Predator, I finally ran into the Ahab Predator. And I was looking for this guy at a Target to get it at 25% off, but unfortunately, I picked him up at Barnes & Nobles, I believe. Yes, Barnes & Noble. Yep, that's where I got him, and he looks terrific. I also seen a couple of reviews on this guy as well. And finally, in the bag, guess what, ladies and gentlemen? I believe I am at 175 subscribers. So I need about 25 more. So believe it or not, the Silver Surfer still is here to give away when I hit 200. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, if you like this content, okay, give it a thumbs up. Please share, repost, subscribe if you like, and about the Comic-Con. What does that mean for me? What does that mean for me now that I know that action figures are the big sellers and dioramas are not? Well, the diorama building is going to have to come to a pause, and I probably will only work commissions. So that means less videos on dioramas and perhaps more content on stuff like this. So post on the comments below what you think of my decision of just, take commissions and make a video when that happens, or just go ahead and do videos on other content that has to do with toy and toy collecting. So with that being said, keep loving, keep creating. Peace.